Hi everyone. I thought it would be great if we could learn bits of the Easter story. So much happens in the Holy Week, the week leading up to the Easter day. I thought it'd be great if we could learn it. And I learned a way to remember it through something called Walk Through the Bible. And I'm going to show you it now. Each action that we do tells part of the story. So I'm going to do the actions twice. The first time I'm going to explain which part of the story they're about. And then the second time I do it, it's just the words we use to help us remember that part of the story. So you just need a bit of space with your hands. So we put our hands together and it's like we're riding on a donkey. And this part is Palm Sunday, when Jesus rides into Jerusalem on a donkey. And everybody cheers and waves palm leaves and is really happy to see him. We call that triumphal entry. And the next part we do is like washing our hands, and we call it temple cleansing. That's what happens after Jesus has arrived in Jerusalem. He goes to the temple and he sees people are doing things that they shouldn't be doing there. He doesn't like it. So he knocks tables over and tells them to get out, and they should only be doing the things that God would want them to be doing in the temple. So we call that temple cleansing. Last Supper. So as though we're eating some food. Last Supper. That's when Jesus gathers with his friends, his disciples, and he has a meal with them. He breaks bread, he drinks wine, and it's like communion that some people might take at church on a Sunday. Or whatever day you might go to church. You might not have taken communion, and that's fine. It's just a way of us remembering Jesus and what he did for us. Then he went to the Garden of Gethsemane, like this picture here, and he prayed. He prayed with his disciples and his friends, and he prayed to God. While he was in the garden, though, one of his friends betrayed him, and they decided that he would go and tell the soldiers where Jesus was. This person was Judas. He went to tell the soldiers because the soldiers said they would give him some money if he told them where Jesus would be. They didn't like what Jesus was saying, the fact that he said he was the Son of God. They didn't like he was doing miracles and healing people. So they came and they arrested Jesus. Then he was taken to like a court and he was tried. So that just means there was a court case and they decided he was guilty. And when he was taken away, then Peter, one of Jesus's friends, was asked if he knew Jesus, and he said no. So he shook his head, denied. He shook his head because he was scared of being associated with Jesus. But it's okay, because later on, he does tell people he's friends with Jesus. And then Jesus is taken and put on a cross. And you can't see all of my hands, but they're out like that. Or crucified. That's when they put him on the cross until he died. Then he was put in a tomb for 3 days. And when some friends came to see him and to look after the body, the stone in front of the tomb had been rolled away by an angel, and Jesus was not there anymore because he had risen. That's what we do. Risen. Risen. Right. Are you ready to do all of it from the beginning? Triumphal entry. Temple cleansing. Last Supper. Prayed. Betrayed. Arrested. Tried. Denied. Crucified. Died. Rose. Risen. Rose again. Risen. And Jesus did all of that as a rescue plan for us, to save us from our sins, so that every time we do something wrong, we can just say sorry to God and all is forgiven. We have to try hard not to do those things in the first place, but we can go to God and say sorry and try and really mean it from the heart, and then we can be forgiven. And that was the rescue plan of Easter. So one last time, very fast through, quick whiz. Triumphal entry, temple cleansing, Last Supper, prayed, betrayed, arrested, tried, denied, crucified, died, rose again for everybody. Have a great Easter, everyone.